my name is Muhammad Al-Faiz, my metric number 195879. So we are being given a task that we must do a simple experiment at home for subject is CV3313, soil mechanic 2. So I choose soil permeability for my experiment. What is soil permeability? Soil permeability is the property of soil to transmit water and air. This property of soil is important in civil engineering structure. Why we need to study permeability of soil to become one of the good engineer in the world? The first one is to know the settlement of foundations and building. Second one, seepage below or through the earth structures. And the third one, the yields of the whales. And then the stability of slopes and retaining structures can be greatly affected by the permeability involved. And the last one is for designing filter in hydraulic structures in order to prevent piping. Okay, let's see the experiment. Let's go. As usual, first and foremost, we must prepare all the apparatus that we want to use to do this experiment. Okay, let's see the apparatus. So there are the apparatus and material that I use for the experiment. First one is I use 3 samples of soil. There are gravel, sand and clay. And then knife and scissor. And then digital scale. And then empty bottle, drill, marker and ruler. After prepare all the apparatus you want to use, the first procedure is you must cut the bottle that we want to use. Okay, you can use scissor or knife to cut it. Okay, let's see the process. And the next step, you must make a hole at the cap of the bottle. And you must equalize all the bottle or the cap of for the hole, and I choose 7 for my experiment. And let's see the process. Can. Before you conduct the experiment, make sure to prepare the table of data, so it easily for you to record all the reading that you get from the experiment. The next step is prepare all the sample that we want to use for this experiment. But for this experiment, I choose 3 samples. There are gravel, sand and clay. And then measure all the weight for the sample. But I choose 100 gram for my experiment. Okay, let's do the process. The sample, put the sample at the bottle that we want to use. 100 ml of water that I want to put for this into this bottle, and I set this time into 1 minute. So I must wait the water flow into the gravel and go to the beaker just for 1 minute. Okay, let's see the process. So this is all the recorded data that I got from the experiment that I have been conducting. So here is a sample calculation on how to calculate the amount of water permeable in 1 minute. So I will use the sample of sand to do my example. So As you can see, the amount of water permeable in 1 minute with empty beaker will be minus 2 mass of empty beaker. And for this sample of sand, I got 74 gram. You also can calculate the percentage of water that can go through the sample by using the formula amount of water percolate or permeable in 1 minute divided by amount of water that we pour times by 100 for the percentage. And for the sample calculation, I also use the sample from sand and I will get 14.8%. And for the other two sample, let's see the chart. The gravel 99.8%, the sand 14.8%, the clay 7.8%. So here is the last part for my experiment, conclusion. You all think that I can say that gravel has the more permeable of water than sand and clay. So I can say that gravel has the greater seepage than the other two samples. Some soil is so permeable and seepage so great that it's possible to use in construction. For example, there are a lot of road that has gravel in the pavement, so it can make the road more strong and long lasting, and it also can lower the maintenance for the road.